Hey, here we go. We had a little bit of technical difficulties getting started. Mike Conley here, aka Mr. Stinky Cakes. I promise to give you guys a free Facebook fan page training. I'm at my house, not at the office, just relaxing. So it's gonna be kind of like chill, laid back. Most of you know me as from my original business, Stinky Cakes, and now I'm a co-founder and marketing guy from Cambridge Entrepreneur Academy. But that's not what today is about. It's about me teaching you some Facebook fan page tricks and techniques. So let me just share my screen and then get right into. Hey, here we go. We had a little bit of technical difficulties getting started. Mike Conley here, aka Mr. Stinky Cakes. I promise to give you guys a free Facebook fan page training. I'm at my house, not at the office, just relaxing. So it's gonna be kind of like chill, laid back. Most of you know me as from my original business, Stinky Cakes, and now I guess I have a playback going. Let me just pause that. Sorry. Cambridge Entrepreneur Academy, but that's all right. So now let's get back. You gotta love doing stuff live. When you do stuff live, you never know what you're gonna get. So let me just share my screen. All right, here we go. So like I was saying, my name is Mike Conley. Started a company with my wife called Stinky Cakes. Just through creative marketing and branding, I was able to do some pretty cool things. And I want to teach you a lot of that stuff because a lot of it was done through social media. We ended up being selected one of the top 40 under 40 in Massachusetts, one of the top 100 urban entrepreneurs in America. We've been featured by publications like Black Enterprise, Inc. magazine, blah, 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 blah. All of this stuff I write for Virgin.com. Cool. But the reason all this happened is through social media. So I want to show you how having a really great social media presence can put you exactly where you want to be. So let's just get going. Just a quick disclaimer, just saying all of this stuff is, that legal mumbo jumbo, this boring stuff. But let's just get going. So what I'm going to teach you today is 3 lessons: the history of Facebook, why to use Facebook, and then what exactly a Facebook fan page is. And then we're going to break down 8 steps for Facebook marketing, and you can see all that stuff too. But let's just get going. So basically, the history of Facebook, you may notice, may not notice, it was just really a simple idea. It started off as a simple idea. Mark Zuckerberg getting a couple of people together, and they just decided to, create the social network. And it was really just originally for the universities and colleges across the U.S. to have people connect with each other. So Facebook started as Face Mash. They had 450 visitors when they first started, 22,000 photos within the first hour online, and it became morphed into Facebook, as we know. And this just kind of just goes on. Right now, Facebook is a publicly traded company, and like I said, it started as a small idea. So why should you use Facebook? Well, first of all, Facebook has over 1 billion users. The last time I checked, and this was 2012. So now we may be even probably closer to 2 billion if they haven't passed 2 billion yet. Last year, it became the #1 website in the world, according to Alexa. And Alexa is a company that measures all the traffic of all websites and rank every website. And you could just see the growth from 2008 all the way to now. Last year, March, it was over 1 billion. So I dare you to take the following test, or make the following test. Take a moment, look at your TV, any TV commercial, billboard, postcard, email, any kind of marketing you get from any business. I dare you to find one that doesn't have a Facebook call to action, or like my page, or something related to Facebook. You can't, because right now, if you ask your friends, 10 of your friends, if they're on Facebook, if all 10 of them doesn't say yes, it's gonna be about 9 of them, and 1 person just for some reason is not on Facebook. So if you're a business person or trying to spread a message about your cause or whatever it is you do, you have to be on Facebook. If you ask your same friends which they use most, Facebook, Google, or email, I'm pretty sure they're gonna say Facebook, because Facebook's everywhere. Like, you know, it's almost like people check Facebook before they brush their teeth, kind of. Sometimes it's just that all consuming. So everyone's on Facebook. So here's a few eye-opening facts about Facebook. And we already said there's over 1 billion people, and more than 500,000 log in on Facebook every day. There's 5 new Facebook profiles created every second. That means new potential clients and customers are joining Facebook constantly. It's a steady flow of new people. On average, users spend 20 minutes per visit, not per day, per visit. And it's plenty of time for you to reach them with your business or your marketing message. Over 500 million comments are posted every minute. That means there's potential for engagement and viral power. 42% of marketers says Facebook is critical, very important to their business. Some universities have stopped giving their students email accounts. Why? Because they have them on Facebook. They make them connect to the Facebook page, and they send all that information through Facebook. And 53% of shoppers who click through from a Facebook fan page normally make a purchase. So just think about that. Someone clicks on your Facebook page, chances are they're gonna buy your stuff. Consumers who follow a link to a retail site from a Facebook fan page spend about an average of $100. That means Facebook traffic is valuable. And the reason that's the case is because if you use your Facebook fan page to build a relationship with your audience, they trust you. They go to you as a go-to source to solve that problem they have. So they already know. They don't have to do all the research to find out if you are what you say you are. They already know that through the relationship you built on Facebook, and now they're willing to spend money with you. So they will spend, you know, a good chunk of change with you. Facebook fans, they say a Facebook fan like is worth about $175 based on what brand it is, what you're selling, your profit margin. 68% of marketers say Facebook ads are effective in fan and customer acquisition. And do you think they're making money off those customers? Yes, because like I like to say, those people, you use Facebook to build your tribe, and then you just go out and feed your tribe what they want. The return on investment, or ROI, of social media ensures that your business will still exist in 5 years. And that's what you want. You just need to create a Facebook fan page for your business and start giving those people what they want, and they know where to go to get it. More than them, they may forget a website, they may forget everything else, but if you're in front of them on Facebook, because they're on Facebook, just reminding them, not even necessarily selling them stuff, really just reminding them that you exist, and they go, oh yeah, that's right, I want that thing, I wanted to support that cause, I want it, whatever it is you have to offer. So realistically, you don't have a choice if you're in business or thinking about starting a business, or you have a message you want to get out. You don't have a choice. You have to use Facebook or social media. The question isn't do you want it or do you need it. The question is how well will you use it? How well will you do it? So in this guide, in this training, I'm going to show you how to effectively use Facebook. A lot of this stuff you may know, you may not know, but just let's just jump right in so you can start learning. So what is a Facebook fan page? This is lesson 2. So a personal Facebook account is something completely different from a Facebook page, and they can be used intertwined, but they're completely different, completely separate. A fan page is a web page you create and connect to Facebook. It's almost like Facebook gives you a free web page. Look at it like that. Facebook's giving you a web page for your business. A personal Facebook account is simply a personal account for you to use. I mean, you connect with your family, you're really close friends, you post your pictures of your kids and stuff on your personal page. You know, it's just your personal page. You look at your personal Facebook page almost like a digital diary. A Facebook fan page is a little different. So in order to create a Facebook page or a fan page, when I say Facebook page, I'm talking about fan page. is not necessary to have a personal Facebook account. So if you let's just say you one of the few people that don't actually have a Facebook account, you don't have to have a Facebook account to have a fan page. You can create it inside of your personal account if you have one, or separate under as a new business account. However, there's no connection whatsoever between your personal Facebook account and your fan page, except for administrative purposes only, like creating ads and all this other good stuff. And I'll show you that a little bit later. And yes, you could have more than one Facebook fan page. You don't have to have just one. You could have as many as you want for different causes, different products, different services you have to offer. You could have different ones, and they all look completely different. And that's a task to manage, but it can be done. So here's some differences between your personal account and your Facebook fan page. So your personal account, like I said, is for your personal use, to interact with your friends and families, and the limit is only 5,000. You only get 5,000 friends on Facebook under your personal page. On the fan page, you can use it for various topics and information news. Like I said, you can interact with clients and people sharing the same passion, and that's key. Especially when you want to sell stuff. You want to sell stuff to passionate people that are very interested in the thing that you have to offer. They're already going after that kind of thing, and you're showing them the solutions to their problems. And the beauty of it, you could reach all 1-2 billion people on Facebook if that's what you want to do. There's no limit to how many people can like your page. So you can name your URL or your link, like your www, that's called your URL on your Facebook page, however you want. Facebook gives you your page, and you can create incredible buzz and make it more attackable for search engines across the internet. So like if you look at this one, it could be it's an example of a URL right here, https //www.facebook.com/your whatever you want. You could name it whatever you want right here. So you can name it after your business, you can name it after your service, or even a keyword that you're going after, and I'll talk about that a little later. So the newest Facebook technology is called a timeline, and right here it breaks it down, like everything in your timeline. You go back and see everyone, your fans could follow everything that you posted based on your Facebook history by the year. This includes your video posts, your videos, posts, links, images, everything you publish, and it was organized by the day. Like you literally could run a marketing campaign, and then you could link people back to a specific thing you said, on a certain day. You can make that a part of your marketing strategy. So all the content that you put out is not just going to waste. So it's almost like if you send out an email, that email is like gone unless you really go and resend that same email to people. But you could actually post something on Facebook, and when you got new customers that's asking you the same questions, you actually could send them a link to that same post, and they could get that information that your more advanced customers that have been following you the whole time would do. So there's a lot you can do with that. You can create any kind of Facebook page on any topic, local business, place, a company, an organization, an institution, a brand, a product, artist, a band. I said brand and band. I meant brand or product, and then a band or public figure, entertainment, cause, community, whatever the thing is that you're into, you can create a fan page that coincides with that. So let me break down some examples of successful Facebook pages. So we're gonna use some of the big boys examples here because they do a lot right. And it's almost, it seems accidental, but it's definitely on purpose. So if you look at Amazon's page, they have about 18 million likes. I'm sure it's way more now. And if you look at it, you see a lot here. So we'll break down what you see in here, and then because this is almost like a flawless Facebook page right now. Everything's right on this page. So let's start with the first thing you see. Number one is the cover image. And it's almost, I look at the cover image as like a billboard to say what you do, but without advertising. Because remember, people love buying stuff, but they hate ads. They love buying stuff, but they hate ads. And Amazon is a huge mall online. But if you look at their cover image, there's selling going on without selling. And their profile, the second thing you see here is their profile picture. What they use for that profile picture was their logo. So that your profile picture could be a logo, it could be a picture of you, it could be a picture of the people you help, it could be a lot of different things. But they chose their logo. The third thing you see was the timeline I was telling you about. Fourth thing you see how many people like the page and who shared it. So it's like if you like this page, you're not the only person doing it. You're part of something. There's a button where you could like the page and then you could message the admins of the page. It tells what type page they are. Retail and consumer merchandise is very clear. And then they have different tabs for apps, which are basically like more pages or that they could use inside of Facebook, so people aren't really leaving Facebook to learn more information about them. They have their about section, and it's pretty concise and easy to understand and follow. They have a posting box where they can post, or sometimes fans can post. It depends on how you set the page up. You see the friends that like that page already, and you see posts that are already made by the administration. So people that run the page or manage the page, you can see their posts on that one little thing. So that was just kind of like a quick overview of a good page. We're going to break down a little more as I teach you how to create your fan page, more the stuff that they did and how you can do it. So that was just like a quick overview of a successful page, and then we'll get into a little more successful pages. And once you see how they do it, then you'll know what you need to do, and then we'll kind of just keep breaking it down. So let's talk a little bit more about how you could create your Facebook fan page. And this brings us into lesson 3, which is the 8 steps of Facebook marketing success. And step 1 we're going to talk about is picking your topic, identifying who your target market is. Because even though you have those 1 to 2 billion people on Facebook, all of them aren't your target market, and you could spin your wheels and lose a lot of money trying to get everyone to be in your target market. So we're going to help you pick your topic. We're going to help you create a Facebook fan page account. Going to help you create your cover image. We're going to help you create your profile picture. Help you create the about section to engage your visitors. Talk a little bit about using Facebook tabs, which is absolutely amazing. We're going to talk a little bit about posting and how to post and what to post and when to post, all that good stuff. And then lastly, we're going to talk a little bit about getting likes quickly and safely. So this is really where the meat and potatoes of this free training comes into place. So let's go. So first of all, you want to pick your topic, and in the academy I teach a branding course, and I go in extreme detail on how to literally find your target market and how to gather all the information about them that you actually need in order to communicate with your target market, because that's really key. But in this Facebook training, let's just I'm gonna keep it really simple here. If you aren't a gold or silver member yet in the academy, I encourage you to upgrade so you can take that branding 101 course to learn even more about your target audience and creating a brand for yourself. And then you actually get to talk with me one-on-one, and John actually one-on-one, and we'll help you develop your brand. But in this free training here, let's just go back to simply how to identify your target market. So first of all, you want to do is you want to be as clear and concise as possible about what your business is about and what your brand's about, and what problem you solve and what want and need for people that you can quench. What because that's the whole purpose behind marketing. Getting people to know that you have the solution to the problem that they have. So when you're trying to figure out your target market, you want to ask yourself these few questions. What kind of people are you trying to reach? I'm pretty sure you have an idea of the type of people you want to reach and who your service is directed to. You see them all the time. They contact you already. They tell you what kind of person they are and how you can treat them. You have to really pay attention to that, because once you narrow that down to a specific person or type of person, then you know how to communicate with that person. So that's key. What kind of people are you trying to reach? Who's your goal? Who would you love to have as an ideal customer? What do they look like? Are they fat? Are they skinny? Are they male, female, old, young, middle-aged? What are they looking for? What's the final goal? What do they want? Are they after the product or service that you have? If not, they're not in your target market. What if they are? Yes. What feelings are they trying to reach? What do they like? What desire they want quenched? Like what are they trying to feel? Are they trying to feel young? Are they trying to feel wealthy? Are they trying to feel confident? What is it that they're trying to feel? Do they need that to feel happy? Because now a lot of marketing and getting people to take action is emotional. So are they gonna feel good once they get that? Do they need to survive? Is it food? Is it a necessity? Is it something that they don't have, they will not be able to live? Because people buy things they want and need. That's a need, right? A lot of the needs must be taken care of for their personal survival. So let's just say you in a weight loss company, or you have a weight loss product. They need to lose weight for survival, because for their health and safety, so we provide a solution to help them get fit. That's important. That they need that. What next thing you want to ask yourself? What do you actually do for them? Maybe you're already offering like I said, like maybe in the weight loss industry, you already have that solution to them. You just got to give them a great vision of what exactly you need actually to inform them, or any new people that fit in the same audience. Like you got to let them know that what you can do for them. Like, hey, I have your solution. You want to lose weight? Well, I have this great workout plan and eating plan that shows you how to lose 5 pounds. Try it out. Here's your free trial, whatever it may be. Or here's the offer. It's $19.99. Whatever the thing may be. You just let them know that you have that solution. But you don't want to with Facebook. You don't want to constantly be advertising or selling. And actually, Facebook's about to update their algorithm, and they're gonna promote. If your post is very promotional, fewer and fewer people will see it. So you just want to have a conversation. You got to remember, this is social media. You want to be social with your message. You want to add value to people. Then you want to ask yourself, what kind of information would they be interested in to know about and pay for? You don't want to just give out just free information. I mean, that's good, but when you go to the electric company, you can't say, hey, I want to pay my bill. Can I just give you some free information instead? Because that's what I do. I just give away free information all the time. The electric company is going to say, sorry, your light's off. Come back with money. So you want to have an audience, people that are interested in what you have to offer, but you want them to be willing to pay for it. That's the critical part. You already know like I said, you already know your needs of your customer. You know what they want. You know what kind of information be helpful to them. So now, how do you package it and sell it? You don't want to just create a great info product about it. You want to sell it to people. So you want to let them know that you have a solution for them, and here's what it's going to cost them. But you don't put it out there all the time. Like I said earlier, people love buying things, but they don't like ads. They don't like being sold. How much are they actually paying you for it? And you could kind of know based on what they're already buying. Did they just buy a $5,000 treadmill? Okay, so if they bought a $5,000 treadmill, they'll be willing to spend, I don't know, maybe upwards of $500 or even more, close to maybe that $5,000 again. Who knows? And this is where market research come in. We find out what they actually willing to pay for it. Maybe your training is how to get the most use out of your treadmill with this meal program. Here's a workout routine for people with treadmills that looking to lose 10 pounds. Like how you just add to what they have, and you have all this information about them, you could charge them for your service, which is important to do, like I said before, because if you decide to create a product or service or whatever, a video training, whatever it may be, to go coincide with what their goals are, you want them to pay you for it. Now you have to ask yourself, how would they like to reach that content? Whatever it is you have, how would they like? How do they want it? Because marketing is not about you; it's about your customer. If it was about you, you would have a sale log of one person would buy it, and that's you. But if you're trying to make money off of it, you want to have your target market, whatever that number is that you want to reach. Maybe it's 250,000 people. You want 250,000 people saying, I want that thing. So how would they like to reach that content? Is it video? Is it audio? Is it written? Is it blogging? Written as in, is it a book? And blogging, is it blogging? They want to read blogs about it? That's important to know. You have to think about that. Think on their limitations. If they want to read it, hear it, watch it, or use a computer. If they can do everything that you just asked, then you know how they want it. If you know how they want it, now you just give them the content the way they want it. Do they like to read? Give them a book. Do they like to watch videos? Shoot some video trainings. Do they like audios, hearing audios? Then do an audio book. And the funny thing is, let's just say you create a video training. You can easily turn that into an audio training. Just take out the video. Just use the audio. So you want to make it a book. All right, take that same video and have it transcribed just into words. So you create one piece of content and you can use it three to four different ways. Because even that long book that you have, just take pieces of it and use it as a blog. A blog is a series of chapters of books in like snippets. That's how I like to look at it. Just so you can use one set of content can be used, repurposed in different ways. Ask yourself, where is your audience from? Where are they from? Are they from different cities, different countries? Is it global? That happens a lot over Facebook. You put content out there, information out there, and you realize people from all over the world, all different cities want that same problem solved. I want to lose weight. I don't care where the information is coming from. I just want to be able to lose weight. And once you position it out there and know that, wow, I have an audience from this place, this country, this city, now you target those people and you look after those people as well. You ask yourself again, what are your competitors offering your audience? So everyone has competitors, and if you don't have competitors, you want to get out that market because it's saying there's no market for it. If no one's going after it, what's that mean? Small market. It's a niche market, and that's fine. You could create a market. When you original thinker, you can create a market, and that's cool. But even in the original market, you still competing. So, for example, let's say you come up with some kind of training, weight loss training equipment that no one's ever thought about. Even though that's unique, you still competing against the Weight Watchers and the Bowflexes and all the other weight loss and exercise stuff that's already out there. Because even if it's an original thought, original product or service, you're still dealing with a category. So your competitors are in that same category, which is weight loss. So you want to look at what your competitors are offering. In the marketing world, it's very important to study your competitors and who they're targeting and how they target it, because sometimes they haven't figured out, and you could look at what they're doing and you can learn a lot from it. What do they generally offer their target market? What things do they offer that you don't? Do they have more clients? Do they work additional hours? Do they cover a lot more needs than you do? Do they have more products and services? Do they have more solutions? Do they have more ways to fulfill people's wants and needs? If they do, you may want to think about adding some of that stuff as well. You want to become better than your competitor. So, which leads into this other question: can you offer a better service or product than your competitors? Once you know everything about your competitors, You can offer the same thing, but personalize it. Make it you. Make it, maybe you saw something about that target market that the competitors don't offer, and that they're doing wrong, that you could do it, and get those people to come over to you. You could have special offers, free samples, free consultations. That's one of the things that we do at Cambridge Entrepreneur Academy. We give free consultations. Like, anyone could just give us a call or set up a schedule a one-on-one, and John and I will talk to them for about 10 to 15 minutes. Obviously, our members get 30 minutes to 30 minutes to an hour, but we offer free consultations to people just getting started, or someone who's stuck in business, because we help all levels of entrepreneurship, from someone just getting started all the way to someone who's ready to take their company public. So that gives us a wide range of customers to talk to. You could offer special discounts. There's a lot you can do. And all this stuff ties into what you put on your Facebook fan page, because your Facebook fan page is not, that's why you have some successful pages and some non-successful pages, because the successful pages, they go out and understand their target market. They understand the people they want to get to. They understand what they're doing, and they give them the stuff that they want. And you literally can position any kind of business over Facebook. It's more than just a website or service. Is a large audience of people, humans with real human needs, and they're just waiting for someone to solve their problems and share with them the solutions. Maybe they just want to laugh. You see a lot of the big pages on Facebook are pages that has to do with like funny videos or funny posts, or those funny memes, because people they want to laugh. So that if that's your niche, you're going to give them stuff to laugh about, make them feel happy. All right. So let's just go over how to actually create a fan page. We're going to walk through. You can actually do this right now, or there'll be a playback on this video training, so you could actually pause and go forward in the training, and you could find that in the members area. Even if it's just a free account you have, we'll put this under the make money, be successful classes, and those classes are all where we put all our free trainings. So let's walk through this. So if you want to create a fan page, you go to facebook.com/pages/create. That's facebook.com/pages/create. And then once you go there, you'll see this kind of interface right there. What kind of page do you want to create? So the business page, a company or organization, a company or organization or institution. You gotta love a live training, right? You can't. There's no editing. A brand or a product, are you an artist, a band, or a public figure? Is it entertainment? Like a funny page or whatever it may be. Is it a cause? You have a nonprofit, then you want a cause, or is it a community? Is it a group of people that's into something? And then there are many categories that you could choose from. But this is a very important section, because it's the beginning of something great for your business. And essentially, you need to do it correctly, because it tells people what you are without them knowing. Let's just say your page froze and all they saw was the type of page it is. They already know what they should be getting. You kind of tell them how to think already. The category will define the type of page you create for your page. So here are 3 important things you should know before going on to the next step of the creating your page. So the category, you will be able to edit the category at any time inside the admin panel. Like you could like, oh crap, I put myself in the wrong category. Let me change that. You can change that. The page name, you'll be able to change your page name only if you've less than 200 likes. After that, you won't be able to change it. Well, you can change it, but you have to send a request to Facebook. They have to look at it, they have to review it, see if if it's warranted changing, and if they say no, then it's not. So before you name your page, you really want to think about it, and we'll talk a little bit about that in the next section. The Facebook page terms, you want to just read them, so you don't want to break any of Facebook rules, because once you say, let's say you spend your time building a huge page, you got, I don't know, a million likes, pretty good engagement, all this really good stuff, and then you break one of the Facebook rules that you didn't know you broke. So take your time and read that terms of agreement. It's really not that long. You can read through it and hit get started. So right here, just read those terms. So remember we said you don't have to have a Facebook personal page to create a fan page. Well, because it'll give you the option to log in with your Facebook account, or give you the option to log in with your business account. But it's just easier to do with your Facebook account. It's just less. It's just easy. It's just easy to use. So the first thing you have to do is create your about us page. And I wouldn't just put random stuff in here. I would really think about what you want to put here, because your about us section is what people are gonna look at, and that's what they're gonna categorize your page as. So if your about us page is all wrong, even though you may have the solution to those people's problem, your target market's target audience's problem, when they read that about us section, they go, oh, that's not what I'm looking for, and they'll move on to the next one. So you want to make it clear and concise that the page is about the exact same thing that they're looking for. And remember I showed you with Amazon how concise their about us section was. It just really just said what they do. So next thing you want to set up is your profile picture. So now you see about, it's like watch do it. About now is your profile picture. You could add that now, but you could skip. Like I said, you could always go back. I would just watch the complete training and then go back and do it, and you'll be able to add your profile pictures. You can actually skip it. But finally, you'll create your Facebook web page address, and like if you name it, like for example, with my Stinky Cakes page, I called it Stinky Cakes Fans. With the Cambridge Entrepreneur Academy, I called it Cambridge Entrepreneur Academy. But let's just say I wanted to go after specific niche. I could have called my page Awesome Entrepreneurs, or Fun Things Entrepreneurs Do, or Facebook.com/Amazing Entrepreneur Quotes, or Facebook.com/Entrepreneur Ideas, whatever it may be. It could have been anything. So you could just think about that, because that's the link you're going to be sending people to when you create it. And if you want, it could even easily be a keyword that people search for. And if you need help figuring out what keyword to use, I would suggest you go to use the Google keyword tool. So for example, let's go back to weight loss. Weight loss is easy. So you could go to you can actually just Google the word Google keyword tool, or just Google keyword tool, and this is the actual link you need, which is kind of long. So it's easy to just Google the word keyword tool, and then you put in like weight loss, and then once you put in the word weight loss, it'll show you a few other keywords that people are searching. So you could even name your Facebook page. Let's just say extreme weight loss comes up. It could be Facebook.com/extreme weight loss, and then now you could send people directly to that link, and it'll link to your page. But take your time and think of your name. Don't overthink it. If you a gold or silver member with the academy, I highly recommend that you request a one-on-one with John and I, and we'll help you come up with your name for your Facebook page, for your link, because it's an important thing. So creating a cover image and not breaking the rules. Remember I said in the beginning that you could create it's like having a billboard, but without advertising, because Facebook kind of, they get mad if you, and they actually could get rid of your stuff if you just have a blatant ad. So like we all know this Burger King is an ad, but it's not an ad. So if you look at it, it lets people know what they're getting right away, and it's a really great first impression. So if you think about it, think about these tips that we have outlined for you. So people will need to see your Facebook page in a few seconds. Like they need to know what it's about. They don't in a few like right away. It's a snippet. It's like quick. Like I said, like a billboard. Like when you drive by a billboard, you don't have like 2 minutes to look at it. It's real quick, and you can get that information quick. Avoid using a call to action like buy now or join now or go to my website. Facebook kind of like they don't like desperate advertisers using their service, because Facebook is a business, so they actually generate their revenue from ads, and we talk about it. We'll talk about it a little bit later. So beware to not make your thing like spammy or like, you know, oh, buy my stuff, because there's a lot of ways to tell people to buy your stuff without telling them to buy your stuff. You want to use an image that shows your clients and customers what they really want, not what you want. Your fan page shouldn't have a picture of your cute dog. Just like, you know, like I said in one of the TV interviews I did a couple weeks ago, the 5 words that keep people from being successful or keep people broke is, yeah, but I like it. Yeah, but I like it. So you have this really cute picture of your dog. Yeah, but I like that picture. But that picture has nothing to do with what your customers want. Your customers don't want your dog. Your customers want your solution. Was it weight loss? And they want to know that you can help them lose weight. Is it? And it's kind of ironic I'm saying weight loss. We had these big old juicy burgers in front of us. but that's it. You look at this Burger King and cover image, and you see these burgers. You go, man, I want a burger. I want that. You know what? And you go, you know, you can get it at Burger King. They don't have to say that. So you could great advertising and marketing happens without being desperate. People don't even know they're being advertised and marketed to. That's when you're really good at marketing. So you want to use colors related to your company logo. Let's go back. Look at the colors. All these colors here, did you see? The colors in the reds, the yellows, right? Only thing you don't see blue. If you see blue on a burger, something's wrong. But it's got that hint of the blue, right? It's the same white. See, they use all the same colors. That's good marketing. It ties in with their logo. And if you have a website related to your business or service, it's great to place the website, put it at the right corner of the image. It'll tell people what the Facebook page represent online, so they know you have a website. And I don't think Burger King did it, but normally you see it like right here. It'll just be like BurgerKing.com. It doesn't say go visit BurgerKing.com right now to order a grilled chicken sandwich or whatever this ranch, whatever this. I don't know these sandwiches. I try not to eat these. I want to diet myself, but so I don't eat too much fast food. But it doesn't say go do that. It'll say like BurgerKing.com, and you know you can go to BurgerKing.com for more information. And actually, you can do it from Facebook. So here's the actual dimensions of a cover image. So 23 pixels. You know, it's just really kind of break it down. And if you're not a designer, in the resource section, I kind of show you where you could go to get really cheap cover image design. So you don't have to worry about that. I'll show you that at the end in the resource section. So look at this page here. This is what the page looks like. If you just skipped everything and you could go back, and I said you could skip everything, you could go back to it. So this kind of that's what it looks like. So if you add a cover page yourself, like this page is extreme weight loss diet plan, right? So look at this. It tells a quote: "The pain of being overweight is far worse than the pain of working out." So now, right when someone's interested in losing weight, they go, you know what? That makes sense. I like that. That's what I'm. Yes, I could deal with this. So you're almost motivating them right away. So that's a great cover image. It's telling them right now, you have the solution to their problem. They want to lose some weight. So it's an extreme weight loss diet plan. They look at this, they look at their number. They don't really see help. They look at the number that they see when they step on the scale, and in their mind they say help. So they look at this and go, yes, I want help. So it's already telling them a lot about your page before anything even is on your page. Let's just look at some more great examples of cover photos. So you look at U.S. Bank. Like, remember, it tells you you can trust this bank. Look, this is some of the workers. They They're part of they're doing some charity outreach. They're in the community. Looks like they're building a garden. You know, they have fun. Their employees having fun. Look at the this other guy. He's kind of hidden behind you, but he's a customer service guy. Look at the colors. The colors match the logo. The blues, the reds, right? The whites. They even got this little gold that kind of matches, right? Everything matches. Everything's congruent. Everything ties in. Nothing's random. Look at McDonald's. Oh man, I want a juicy burger. Nothing saying come go to McDonald's, buy a burger, buy a burger, buy a burger. Right? Look at let me just go back real quick to this one. If you look right here, it says in there about us real quick. Welcome to US Bank's official Facebook page. Click about for our Facebook guidelines. And so you visit, here's the link. Here's a little link to their website. They don't have it here. They actually have the link right here. usbank.com, whatever, to nominate an employee. And it's that, you know, it's their employees. We got good people. You can trust us with your money. That's what they're saying. You look at McDonald's, the reds, the yellows. Look, reds, yellows, a kind of form of a yellow here, a really light version of a yellow. Dedicated to everyone who says I'm loving it. To our super fans, we salute you. Quick message, right? Nice, beautiful marketed message. They have the logo right here as their profile picture. Toshiba, same thing. They're saying introducing the Kira book, right? Now I know they're introducing a new laptop. They didn't tell me go to Best Buy and buy it, but I know if I want that laptop, I know where I could go to. I know Toshiba has a new laptop, and I want to learn more about it. Where did I go? Right here, it tells me where to go. KiraSeries.com is just right there. What category? Electronics. Oh, look, sorry, I forgot to say that. What category for McDonald's? Food and beverage. What category for US Bank? Bank and financial institution. It tells you. It's very, very simple. So, sorry, Toshiba Electronics. Your daily dose of Toshiba laptops, tablets, HD TVs, camcorders. Well, what's it said? You get the point. Yeah, I get the point. You guys sell electronics. What types of electronics? Laptops, tablets, HD TVs, camcorders. Really simple. Without selling me anything or without selling us anything, they tell us what we can get from them. The Spider-Man movie, right? Spider-Man climbing up a building. Oh yeah, Spider-Man. I started thinking about my sons or my nephews that love Spider-Man. Oh, it's a Spider-Man movie. I want to take them. They didn't even tell me anything about anything. Look what they telling me. Look, Spider-Man is out on Blu-ray now, so I know I could go buy that. So okay, I didn't watch it in. Oh, you mean I missed it in the theaters? Okay, cool. I'm gonna ask my sons, hey guys, you want to watch the Spider-Man movie? Let's go buy it. Now I'm going down to Walmart or Best Buy or Target somewhere to go buy the Spider-Man movie. And I'm probably, even if I forgot about that, when I walk into those stores, their marketing is congruent. So I'll probably see the same image, the same thing, and it'll spark it. Oh yeah, I wanted that. I want that, and I'll pick it up and buy it. So your Facebook fan page should do the same thing. It's everything should be done on purpose. It's not like some random just stuff going. I want to speed this up a little bit. So you look at your profile picture. You want to avoid confusion. It should work along with everything else. You shouldn't have a cover photo of a burger and then a profile picture of someone shooting the basketballs. Like, it just doesn't make sense. It is not congruent. It should all work together. Your profile picture is a great place to put your logo, a picture of your product, a picture of yourself. If your cover image doesn't have your logo, if your cover image has your logo, I mean, it depends on how you do it. Like US Bank kind of have it in that here, but they had their profile pictures. It kind of ties in. But if there was a logo blatantly here and then the logo blatantly, the whole thing was a logo, it just wouldn't. It feels like you selling something. It doesn't feel like you adding value. It feels like you're trying to get people to buy something. You want it to feel like you adding value and help people get better, gain information from you. The image should be clear. It should be clean. It shouldn't be confusing. It should be the right pixels, the right resolution. And like I said, if you're not a designer, well, let's talk about that in the resources a little bit. Close up. Foot Locker selling me something. It could relate to The colors you're already using, we talk about that. Avoid long phrases and text and how to read. You don't want to have a whole bunch of text. And this is not a book or a blog post. Let me just close up my email. Look at that, 13,000 freaking emails. Let me quit that. All right. What's next? So you could create your own profile image, or like I said, you could have someone else do it for you, and I'll show you how to do that. So you look at this extreme weight loss example again. They don't. It wasn't an extreme weight loss logo, but the image tied into what was going on. Apples with a little measure tape, like that's telling you, okay, you got to do something different. If you want to get a different result, you got to do something different. When's the last time you ate some apples? You know, it's just letting you know. It goes back to that diet plan. It's exactly what this page says. So let's look at what Samsung Galaxy did. So they don't have the logo up here, right? I mean, they kind of do, but they don't. It's just, it's different. Samsung Mobile, which you see a mobile phone, Freedom, whatever that image makes you feel. But their profile photo matches Sony, right? So if you take this away, you don't know what it is. With this on it, you know it's Sony, right? Everything's kind of congruent. Sony, Sony, Sony. 3 times repetitive. Sony, Sony, Sony. And it's clean. It doesn't feel like an ad. So let's talk a little about creating your about section. And like I said, I want to speed this up a little bit because I want to be done in about 10, 15 minutes so you could get back to doing what you were doing. But your about us should be really simple. Remember the McDonald's one that was basic? It's just short. It's just the short era, 150 characters. If Twitter language, if you wanted to tell people what your company was about in one text message or one tweet, how would you say it, right? Or what's this page about? Like Samsung said, welcome to the official Samsung mobile timeline, a place to share your stories and get latest news about Samsung mobile devices, right? It's easy to be welcome to extreme weight loss tips or extreme weight loss diet plans, whatever it is. A place where you can learn how to lose weight and eat great. Something that simple. You want it to be like a snapshot of what people get. And you should put a link. You can put your link right here in your about us section. Like Spider-Man used a shorter link. You go to bit.ly, bit.ly, or you can just Google bit.ly and it'll shorten your link. Or if your link is just like there was BurgerKing.com and it fit right there, you just put your link. If it doesn't fit, if it's too long, you want to go to bit.ly and have them shorten it. But your about us should be something really simple. So the Facebook tabs, these are little tabs or little buttons. Just think of them like mini apps, like little apps for your to play along or add along to your Facebook page. You could create different apps that, like this one for them is saying find us, products, ask us, different things. Thank a Banco probably was like a little nominate person. But these are just like, think of them like little tabs or apps or even like pages on your website, on your free Facebook website, and you can use them. You can find a lot of these tabs on Facebook already. So like, for example, this is a static HTML. Like, and if you just search this in Facebook, like you put in HTML and you should see this thing pop up. Let's say static HTML. You click it and it's pretty much, it's really easy to use. If you have a Facebook page and you send an email, or you know how to send an email, I should say, you could create one of these pages. It's not difficult at all. So like this one, for example, once you click that, the static HTML iframe tab, this thing comes up. It says which page did you want to add this application to. You pick your page if you have more than one pages, and then you hit add static HTML tab, and that's really it. And then you'll be able to edit it and customize it. So you could, like this says, see it's the tab right. It will pop up on the page of this. You'll see a new HTML page that says welcome, and you could customize it a little bit. So you go into the edit page menu in your admin panel on your Facebook page, and you'll see where that is. Um, if you look on your Facebook page once you create it, and then you go to manage admin tabs. And here's the app. Remember we call it an app, and then you would click on static HTML iframe. And then you could just edit everything about it. You could edit settings. You could give it a new name instead of being called welcome. You could call it whatever you want. Maybe it's about us or whatever that was, right? You can change the image. You could upload the image right from your computer. And as far as your marketing and branding go, use the same colors, just like in your profile picture of your cover photo. Use the same photos in that custom image that you use here, because you want everything to be congruent. So look at how Samsung did theirs. Samsung Mobile has their tabs: Worldwide, Unpack, Galaxy Notes. You click on it, you probably learn more about the Galaxy Note. It has our US Bank did it. Find Us, I showed you. Products, Ask Us, and the same one that says Nominate a Banker. See, everything looks the same. It's really clean looking. Everything looks the same. So you can go here to see what some of these Facebook apps look like. So you could actually use some of these. So you go here, some different welcome pages, contact pages, band profiles, testimonials, blogging. You can see how these things look. And like I said, you could always go back and pause this and go click some of these links. And actually, I might just put the direct links to these inside the Making Money Be Successful classes under the tab. This would be under the Facebook 101 Fanpage training tab link, and I'll actually put a link to all these things in there. Here's more of them: a poll, promotion, e-commerce. There's a lot of them you could do. Facebook actually has an app center. You can go to facebook.com/app center, and you could find more of them, or you could even Google best Facebook apps. So now you finally created your page. You have all the pieces that you want. Now it's time to post. And I'm excited to tell you about this, because this is like where the really cool stuff happens. And this is where you start making your money. So you want to, just like on your personal page, you can post a status. It's the same thing on your fan page, and it goes, the cool part is when you post on your fan page, it goes into your fans newsfeed, so they actually see it. Facebook used to, like a year or so ago, 2 years ago now, almost every one of your fans used to see your stuff, and then Facebook kind of changed it up. They became publicly traded. They need to generate more revenue. But that's fine. It's business. That's business. You expect. So now they kind of charge you to see all your fans to see it. And that's fine. It's perfectly fine, because for under a pizza a day, you could reach fans and get them to take action. And if your product is priced right, it's a no-brainer to advertise Facebook. And I'll talk a little bit about that. So the Facebook newsfeed is the first thing a Facebook user sees every time they go on Facebook. Is a place where Facebook users receive every single post, video, image, everything you see on Facebook is inside your newsfeed, and is one of the most seen places on an entire Facebook account of the person. That's what you see. That's what Facebook is for you. You're either in the messenger thing, or you in your newsfeed, or maybe like a group or something, but still. So see, you post in a page, and then it goes right into your fans' timeline, and they can like it, they can comment, they can even share it. And that's, once they start sharing, that's actually where how you almost like beat the system. When people start sharing your content to their friends, and they see it, and it can go viral. Like I had one post, I had a girl singing on my Mr. Stinky Cakes page about a year ago now, and because I understand marketing and how to create marketing messages, I had that post go viral. And the video that I posted, over 1 million people watched the video. It was crazy. From my end, I used it as a marketing thing, and I built an email list of close to 3,000 people just from that one post. And the girl actually ended up getting a record deal. She was from New Zealand. She ended up getting a record deal because a lot of people saw her on Facebook and all the exposure she was getting, and it was kind of crazy. So one viral post can do a lot for you, and that goes back to understanding marketing messages, and that's kind of one of the things that we would discuss on your one-on-one when we're talking about you and your Facebook strategy and how to create the right message. You could pin different posts to the top, and they'll stay at the top of your page. So everyone that goes to your page for 7 days will see that post. Is a great way to boost a post that's doing well without hitting that boost button. Is because people, every time they go to that page, sometimes, especially if it goes viral, people will remember your page and they want to share it with someone else, and they go, "Where is that post?" And then they go back to your page, and if it's pinned to the top, then they'll share it with the people that they want to share it with. And you'll know it's pinned because it'll a little mark like this shows it is pinned, almost like a little bookmark kind of thing. You'll see it up top, and you could actually unpin it anytime you want as well. Just clicking on it. Click on a little edit button just like this, and then hit unpin. Like I said, people can share your posts, and you have options. And this is really a ninja trick too. So the money in Facebook is really one of the keys to things going viral is being a part of. Remember I told you passion drives people. Being a part of passionate groups. So if you in a whole, like say you're in about 10 to 15 weight loss groups, and you wrote this really great blog post about losing weight, and people like you getting some activity on it. Now you shared in those 10 passionate weight loss groups, telling people about solutions that you found, and now they start sharing. So once they start sharing it, because they're passionate about weight loss, other people start seeing it. And all that traffic's going back to your fan page or going back to your website or wherever it is that you want people to go back to. So you want, that's another piece of homework I'm gonna give you. Go out and find some groups of people that are into the thing that you want. And the easy way to do it, once again, is use Google Facebook groups, Facebook weight loss groups, or Facebook car groups, or Facebook mechanic groups, or Facebook sneaker groups, or Facebook internet marketing groups, or whatever it is that you're into. You should Facebook, whatever category you into, whatever thing you're into, and then groups on Google, and they'll all pop up, and you can just join them and then start sharing. Follow the rules of the groups though, because you don't want to get banned or kicked out of the groups. Boost your posts. So let's just say you have a fan page with a whole bunch of people, or even not. You can boost your post and more people will see it. But all your fans would actually see it, and it tells you how much you could do. But like I said, before you do any paid strategies on Facebook, I highly recommend you request a one-on-one with John and I, because you don't want to just dump your money into Facebook. You don't want to be wasting. You're not in business to lose money. You're in business to make money. So we should definitely talk about that first. Tips. I literally, we went over this a lot, but I'll just talk about it a little bit. You could share this stuff in your personal timeline, personal news feed, so your friends who aren't connected to your Facebook fan page, they can see it. You want to think before deciding what to pin, because that's always going to be on top, and people really don't. They look at what's top, and then they decide they're going to scroll down or not. And the average life of a post on Facebook is around 3 to 4 hours, and because sometimes people will log in, and then that post would kind of just be on top. Especially if it's a popular post, it gets more gravity. Facebook will leave it up a little higher, so it says you got a really good post. People will see it for about that time range. Questions are great because people respond to your comments. The more people respond, the more lively that post is. Facebook's algorithm look at it and say, oh, people want to know about this. Let's keep that up. Let's keep that up top. Let's let more people see that. That's why on your Facebook feed, you see some people's stuff a whole lot. Like, man, every time I log into Facebook, I see this guy's stuff. but it's because people are engaging it, or that person is very active on Facebook. So Facebook's algorithm says, oh, people must want to see this thing. Don't post, don't overpost, don't be crazy with your posting. Less is more. You actually want more targeted posts anyway, targeting your market. And create post experience. See what posts, what time of day works best. What when they engage most. I find for me with some of my stuff, like around noon, between noon to 2 on a Saturday, on a weekend, people are kind of on Facebook. Maybe they like eating lunch or something and just deciding to be on their Facebook. The beautiful part about Facebook fan pages that it give you like really great data. You can look inside. If you go under your settings and you click on the insight button, you get to see all these little. You get to see who your demographic is. So you can create your page and think the certain person will be interested in my page, but what you find is they aren't. It may be a completely different audience. But this data now, you could take this data, knowing who your demographic really is, and then cater to them. Make your message go to them, because you know who's on your page, you know who's liking your stuff, you know who's sharing your stuff. Give them more of what they want. You'll be able to see gender, age, country, city, all the stuff we talked about in the beginning. For the Facebook fan page, will let you see all of this. This is amazing information that you'll see. Do some research on that market, especially if it ends up being a different market than what you're going after. You don't want to shut the page down because who you thought was going to like it don't like it. Now just you kind of like pivot and feed those people what they want. You get the most advantage with short posts. Posts between 100 to 250 characters, less than 3 lines of text. It says about 60%, you get 60% more likes, comments, and shares. And if you have a long post, right, still break it up into a series of short posts. Like if you look at my personal page, even if I post something really long, it just looks like I posted like 10 to 15 short posts, because that's people want to read like 2 lines on Facebook. They don't want to read a book or paragraph. They do that on a blog. But if you have something long, make it look like a series of short posts. My English teacher probably would smack me for saying that, but on Facebook it's completely different than in school. So getting likes. You probably wonder, how I gotta get more likes. Well, this would look like when someone hasn't liked your page. This does look like when someone like your page. The greatest fan pages in the world. You could have the greatest one ever, but if you got no likes and you have no data, you don't know who your people are. You can't market to them. You can't put a message out to them. So you need likes. So I don't know how familiar you are with internet marketing, but internet marketing, you probably see these little boxes everywhere. Give me your first name and your email, I'll send you something. And it's like an opt-in. So a Facebook fan page is almost like an opt-in, but without asking them for their name and email, but you get their name, and kind of like even better than the email, you could turn around and market to them directly on Facebook. So you want them to hit that like button. So there's a little difference between the opt-in form. Remember this opt-in form, and then the Facebook like. So an opt-in form, people have to give you their name and email, like I said, and they could normally give you a real name or a fake name and a real email, or a real email and a fake name. Oh no, there's not always like 100% accurate information. They put in like these bogus emails to get your offer or whatever it is, and then they grab your thing and you can't ever market to them again. With the like button, they hit like, and then you could market to them. So it's just good, and you actually know their name and all this other stuff, but you know that they like your thing. With an opt-in box, you can't really tell if they're interested in your content or just being nosy. With the like, just the nature of the word like. Do you like this? Yeah, I like that. So hitting like, they like it. They're telling you what they like. Reason number 3, you want to go with the like button versus the opt-in. I mean, and you could use both. I'm not saying if you're into opt-ins, I'm not saying don't do it. But you got real people with a like. Like I said before, people give you a fake name, fake email. With Facebook. That's them. And yes, there are some fake Facebook accounts, but Facebook is pretty good at deleting those accounts because it's just based on activity, and the algorithm, the machine that they built is pretty smart. Facebook posts are easy to read. It almost like requires no work. Like, think about it. For you to check email, you have to read the subject line. Oh yeah, I want to read that. Then click in, and then you read the email. Oh yeah, okay, that's cool. Then you want to click on this link to go to your. Okay, yeah. I mean, there's a lot of clicking. What a Facebook post is like, even a Facebook ad is like, oh yeah, that's the thing I want. Click, boom, gone. You see it. Now you can make a quick decision. There's no, you have to see it if you want to read. Sorry, my dog's barking. The last thing is, or the fifth thing is, your opt-in rate doesn't really exist. What I'm really busy. Sorry about that. Someone trying to sell me something. Like I said, I'm doing this from my home today, so pardon that. Your opt-in rate doesn't really exist. Sometimes I'm kind of off. So with the like button, it doesn't really matter because it's displayed right in their newsfeed. They have to see the thing, like I said before. Real viral power with a like, with your fan page and people liking it, because once they like it, they share it. When's the last time you forwarded an email to someone because it was something cool? Maybe before Facebook that was cool. You got like these little funny like these funny memes or funny jokes or whatever that you forward to your people, your family and friends. Like right now, you really don't do that anymore. That's not the current consumers' behavior, and it's free. If you have a huge list of 5,000, 1,000, 100,000, I'm sorry, 50,000, 100,000 subscribers on your email, you paying out the yin yang to send those people emails, and so many of those emails don't ever get open. You just throw money at the window. On Facebook, your fan page is pretty much free until you decide to advertise, which is fine because it's still cheaper or more cost effective than paying $200, $300, $100 to $500 a month to build this list, maintain this list, send them stuff. Like it's just a lot. It's a lot more cost effective. So let's talk a little bit about Facebook ads. Facebook ads is called like PPC. It's called pay per click. You pay anytime someone clicks on stuff. It's different things you could do, but that's kind of so. Let's just say you want to. It's so simple to create an ad. So just like from your personal page, you click this little gear box, and then what page you want to use, and then you hit create an ad, and then let's just say, for example, you wanted to get likes for your page. And I have a completely different Facebook training that goes into ads because this is a lot more advanced. But this is like a beginner, so I'm just kind of going through this real quick to show you what's possible. So you could have you could create an ad to get more likes to your page, and then you put a little headline. This diet really works. Your text, click like below to learn more about the healthy way to lose weight. Click like below, right? And it just pops up and tells them what to do. You just tell them what to do. So then they see this ad pop up on the right or inside their news feed, and then they hit like. So this kind of ad, is to get more likes. Like I said, you could have clicks to your website. You could have I mean, there's a lot of different options as far as what you want your ad to do. And Facebook it'll match accordingly. But here's the cool thing. You can target exactly who you want. Remember we talked in the beginning about knowing exactly who you targeted. So you could go based on country, age, male, female, that kind of things. It's just the Facebook tracking. I mean, the Facebook advertising and the data that you have access to is just unbelievable. I mean, you could almost darn near target down to the color socks people have on. It's just crazy what you could do. when you, and so the more you know about your niche, the more you know about your target audience, the better and more effective your ads will be, because you already know their behavior and you just putting what you have to offer in front of them, how they want it, where they want it, when they want it, and it becomes really simple. So, like I said, besides all the other demographic stuff, you could go based on precise interests, like this, of your future clients. It's extremely important to know it, but before you go crazy, spending all this money on these ads, you want to know everything about them. You want to know, it's almost like fishing. You know exactly what bait this fish wants, where they swim, how they swim, and what time they swim. And chances are you're gonna catch a fish. If you just randomly baiting and throwing your bait in the water, you're not really gonna. I mean, you may get lucky, but you don't want to be lucky. You want to be good. You want to be accurate. So you could even get into things like relationships, the language, education level, where they work, all sorts of crazy stuff. I mean, it's amazing what you can do when you know how to target people. And like I said, before you do this, I can't stress this enough. I would, especially if you're a gold or silver member, before you start spending money on Facebook ads, just schedule a one-on-one with John and I. Let's break this down for you and help you understand exactly what you should be targeting, how to define your the precise interest you should be going after, and all this good stuff, because otherwise you could end up losing a lot of money and not get the result you want. John likes to say he's really good at advertising because he spent over $25 million advertising, so he knows what works. And when you spend that much money in advertising, you can't afford to not make your advertising work for you. So it's always important to learn from people that did it. So of course, to be able to get all this precise interest stuff and all this good stuff at Facebook, it's not free. It's gonna cost you, because you're gonna be able to turn around and sell your item to someone. So you spend a few bucks and you make more bucks. That's business. It's good business. So I'm gonna give you a really cool $1 million advice here. Just you need to optimize for impressions. So impressions is like how many times people see something. I think per 1,000 impressions you get for X amount of dollars. So my advice would be, you want to always price about 3 cents higher than the lowest suggested bid. So that's what it kind of looks like. So you already have your campaign set up. You already did your little ads. You decide your budget is $10 a day. You could either do it for a set time, or it could be a continuous thing. And then right here, you click optimize for impressions. So per 1,000 impressions, or CPM, cost per 1,000 impressions, right now it says 10 cents, right? You got a budget of $10. It's pretty good. You could test stuff and see if it's working, if people's clicking on your ads, and if you're getting results. But instead of saying 7 cents, you don't want to be the lowest. Go 3 cents. Because at the end of the day, they're going to show you ad 1,000 times, right? So every time it's seen 1,000 times, it costs you 10 cents. Is the best. It's just the best way to do it. You do not do the optimize per clicks. If you want to take your money and put it in the Facebook bank account directly, then do optimize for clicks. Because when you do per impression, you could test your ads, you could make corrections, and invest just a couple dollars to make sure your marketing message right, and make sure people are taking the action that you want them to take. You start seeing people follow the flow that you want them to follow, then okay, now let me up this advertising budget, or let me scale out this ad campaign, or let me duplicate this campaign and go after a different, more precise audience, because I know that it's working. So it's just a lot you can do once you know how to do that. And you always you manage your ads, same thing. Instead of going create ads, you go manage ads, and you could pause your ads. You could update your campaign. You could see how many clicks you get, and you could everything about your ad campaign. You could go and see in the back on the managing your ads. So this one was an ad here, was waiting for approval. Once it's approved, then you'll start seeing, like, it becomes like a little chart, a graph, and you can see what's happening. You can make decisions based on that. You're not guessing. You know exactly what you're doing. Yeah, it's just like it's kind of like looking at like a targeted ad that says this ad targets 31,000 people, and this page didn't even have that many likes, but you could target people that aren't your fans. How great is that? You can target people that are not your fans but are interested in the thing that you have to offer. That's an amazing opportunity just in itself, because even if someone doesn't know you exist, but you know that they basing your target, your market research, you know they have your solution to their problem on their mind, and you put it right in front of them with a Facebook ad. It's costing you $5-10. It's not bad. So Facebook is pretty much, is extremely easy to manage. It's not a complicated thing. If it was difficult, people wouldn't be doing it. It's just how easy it is to create a Facebook fan page. It's just how easy it is to create and manage a fan page, create some ads, know about your target market, just all the stuff that we just talked about. Go ahead and use it. Here's some of the resources I told you about. Like I said, you could always pause this and then go to all these different things. But if you want help, and I told you about the place where you could go to get your cover photo or your profile picture created, or even your image for your apps, you go to the website called Fiverr, Fivver. Pretty sure it's Fiverr, Fivver. But if you just Google Fiverr and go over there, search, put in the keyword that you want, Facebook profile picture, for Facebook cover photo, Facebook, just put it in there. And people literally, you pay someone $5 and they'll create it for you. You tell them what you want, and they'll go and create it for you. Feel free to connect with me on all social media, on Facebook and Twitter and Instagram. I'm Mr. Stinky Cakes. On LinkedIn, you can connect with me. My name is Michael Connolly. And then you could always shoot me an email with any questions, anything like that, at mconnolly@Cambridge Entrepreneur Academy. I blog constantly on Cambridge Entrepreneur Academy. I'm the marketing director, chief marketing officer to be exact. And I'm also one of the co-founders there. And we love teaching entrepreneurs how to be successful entrepreneurs. I highly recommend that you become a gold or silver member. You can upgrade right in the back office here if you haven't done that yet. Membership is pretty reasonable, and John and I, would love to work with you and continue to help you grow and become successful as an entrepreneur, because really that's what it's all about. So with that being said, that's the end of the broadcast. Why is my image not showing? I don't know. Oh, here we go. That's the end of the broadcast. I hope you enjoyed it. I look forward to teaching you even more. And have a great day. I'm going to go out and hang with my family. I have to go meet them at Chuck E. Cheese. So take care. Have a great day. Have fun. Be an entrepreneur. Make money. Be successful. Take care. Mike Connolly.